let us move on to the last topic, which is the debate. Now, I don't even know how you gonna make this debate work right now, honestly. But the debate is the Shield versus DX. Which was the better stable? And for me, guys, everybody that's listening or watching, I have DX easy. Now, John is gonna try to make a good argument for the Shield, and cause I don't even have notes for this, cause I don't even know how John's gonna make this work. I don't know how you gonna make this work.
Well, the main reason why I would say that the better wrestling group that was for me was more memorable, especially when I came back into deep diving and watching wrestling, was the Shield was just a better, well put together group because it was a bunch of nobodies that no one's seen before that were coming up from wrestling development, that they were obviously pushing to be something great, and they had a lot of great matches. And on top of that, they were pretty much on a roller coaster and trajectory to be the guys to lead the company, which was something that I was very impressed with. Just it didn't play out exactly how I thought it was going to be. And I remember when me and you and Frank were all watching the Shield for the first time, we had mixed opinions about them, but we did say there was something special about them. We ended up finding out why. Mm-hmm. And they all ended up becoming champions, but then they all ended up being some of the biggest stars in the wrestling they had to offer. So to get back on track, though, the Shield was obviously something big and something special, and my biggest point about them was that each of them went to go on and do something meaningful and special and have an impact on the history of actually wrestling itself. Mm-hmm. Now, let me start talking about DX. DX was what I wanted out of like a group to just be themselves. You got a lot of personality. You got the Road Dogg, you got X-Pac, you got Triple H, you got Shawn Michaels, and they got to show off a lot of what they can special. But honestly, in all intents and purposes, you had a bunch of jobbers teamed up with Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and all they really were a bunch of cronies to come out and go peel for Triple H or Shawn Michaels when the time was right. And then at the end of the day, Triple H ended up dumping them off. I was
gonna say, put some respect on Road Dogg, Jesse James, and Billy Gunn. Come on now, and X-Pac. Come on now, X-Pac was 1, 2, 3 kid before he was X-Pac. You gotta look up some X-Pac back in the day. Some 1, 2, 3
Only thing
kid.
I need to know about X-Pac was he was that guy that was extra salty. He got folded by Hulk Hogan back in the day. And the only thing good about the Road Dogg is he could spell his name in a funny way. Other than that, that man was kind of whack.
Yeah, charisma. That dude had charisma.
Sure he did. If he had that charisma, why didn't it carry over when he had his little time in TNA? Come on now, man.
Dang, I didn't even know he had a time in TNA.
Almost everybody in the WWE who left the company had a little time in TNA. Almost everybody. So I will say this, right? As I'm not saying they were all bad wrestlers. I'm not trying to disrespect them really like that. I'm just joking around. But I was like this. If you look at how that group was set up, it was really just Triple H and his friends being clowns on TV. And then when DX got resurrected back in 2006, it was just Triple H and Shawn Michaels being clowns again. And then even then, it turned into a situation of let's one peel for the other at all times until the belt came into play. And then the other is going to betray the other because they want that belt badly. And it happens every single time. And this is why I think still Triple H is a sorry wrestler, because every time he gets one of these groups or stables, they always try to betray him, or he uses them to body block for him every single time. And at least when it came to Evolution, Randy Orton and Batista made something out of it and became superstars. But when it comes to Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and X-Pac, and a little bit of China, it was just terrible. It was just a terrible time. Then none of them did anything meaningful or relevant after that. And that's like, if you look at how they're kind of set up, they're not known for their individuality. They're known for DX. And when DX was going on, a lot of what they did was just really just jumping everybody every time Triple H or Shawn Michaels got in trouble. I think the only cool thing they actually did was show up at WCW in a tank. That was the only cool thing that group
classic
did.
Moment.
Yeah, very classic.
Let me just say this. There's no way you're going to win this debate. There's no way I can hear anybody agreeing with you on this one. I'm going to just say a few things. I do remember watching The Shield back in the day. I remember thinking Roman Reigns was going to be the star from the group. I had no idea that Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose would become big stars like they are to this day. The Shield is great. They're not DX. Come on now. Let's think about this. DX was a stable during the time, the Attitude Era, when wrestling was at its most popular. And they were actually one of the biggest reasons for it. Come on now. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, 2 Hall of Famers. And they're like, and the group itself is a Hall of Fame group. It's like, it's unbelievable right now. Like, I can't even, it's just so much that DX did that made us love them, that helped push the Attitude Era to become even the Attitude Era. And DX was so entertaining, though they were explicit, they were super entertaining. And who cares at the end of the day? Every kid, every adult, every young adult, we all enjoyed it. We all enjoyed the entertainment. And even when Shawn Michaels and Triple H brought DX back, they were still entertaining then. I remember just cracking up when I was a kid watching that. I was like, dang, they still entertaining. And it made me love them even more, even though they were a babyface. They're a babyface group during that time because they were going against Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon, and all that type of stuff. And they was going against, what is it called? The Spirit Squad and all that type of thing. But when we're talking about original DX with the Outlaws, with X-Pac, with China, dominant group. And they're a pillar in the Attitude Era. And when we're talking about just that alone, and you even brought up the classic moment with them taking the tank and then going down to WCW in the midst of the Monday Night Wars. It's easily, like, the Shield is a part of wrestling during a time period where wrestling is not as popular. Like, it's no way, and it's not like the Shield didn't make us make wrestling even more popular. The Shield was good, don't get me wrong. They're a Hall of Fame group. I like the Shield. They're nowhere near DX. They're not even in a class. Not even in the class with DX.
It's crazy that you say that, but I don't see nobody trying to replicate them. It's weird. It's weird because I see for Halloween the NBA and the WWE, I'll see football players and NBA players dress up like the Shield. I don't see nobody coming up with a DX shirt or a glow stick. And then on top of that,
but you got to remember, the Shield is more recent. The Shield is more recent.
Yeah, but recency bias. Like, all right, I still see people walking around coming up with Stone Cold Steve Austin mask and fake belts, but I don't see no DX merchandise going around. I'm just saying.
You know how many people was like, if you ain't down for that, I only got 2 words for you, and everybody would be like, suck it. Come on now, dude. Don't disrespect DX. You know how many times I heard kids saying that back in school? It's like, it's unbelievable right now. Everybody in the world, they did the DX sign when you put the DX sign up, or you do whatever. You know, come on now. It's DX is in a class of their own. And the Shield is to me, the Shield is barely even ranking with the Outlaws. Just Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. The Shield is in that class with me. Just the Outlaws.
Oh my God, I can't believe
the Road Dogg Jesse James. The badass Billy Gunn. Come on now. The new age Outlaws. Come on now. Like, the Shield is in that group. They're in the group with just the Outlaws. They are nowhere near in the class with the Outlaws, with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and X-Pac and China, which makes DX. DX is in a class of its own. When we're talking about DX, we need to be talking about NWO. We need to talk about the Nation of Domination. We need to talk about those groups, Evolution, and that's where we'll be like, okay, I will see you got an argument. But when you talk about the Shield, I'm like, I don't even put the Shield in that group yet. I'm sorry, I don't put them in that group yet. I don't put them in that class. They're not in that class. They're not in that class.
Oh my God. How dare you disrespect the Shield like that? I can understand. That's like, that's the way that's like putting DX on the same level of, hey man, the Shield is teamed up like Chavo Guerrero and Eddie Guerrero in Latino Heat, right? They teamed up like that. And DX, you know what DX really is teamed up like, D?
What?
No, that's like the teaming up of Big Show and Jericho. And guess what? It only lasted for so long. And it was just nothing but a clown show.
Okay, we're gonna have to just let people tell me, everybody, if you're watching this on YouTube or whether you're listening to this, let me know that I'm right, because I know that I'm right with this one. It is no way DX is not better than the Shield. It's no way that the Shield is better than DX. This one is undeniable to me. Everybody's been agreeing with you with the Bret Hart Triple H debate, but I can't let them take this one from me. DX is definitely better than the Shield. Come on.
Just face it, D. It's okay. Everybody has a guilty pleasure, and DX just happens to be one of them. And that's for you.
If you're I'm not down saying with that
DX.
I got two words for you. Come on now.
Hey man. We'll see you in the comment section.
Yep.